It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you your Neptune retrograde reading. I did a little something on Neptune retrograde for you in the community tab, just so that you have a basic general understanding of what Neptune energy is and how it may affect you. We're all experiencing Neptune retrograde right now. For you, it's in your third house. So your third house represents your the house of your creative expression. Represents family members, siblings, cousins, aunties, uncles. Represents your communication, how you communicate, the way you communicate, the different forms of communication that you've been introduced to as a child. We're going to see how Neptune is affecting you. Neptune retrograde in your third house, how that would be affecting you. This is a general read. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, if you need a personal, my information is in the box below. Your third house deals with, it could deal with your environment as far as where you live, where you grew up. Some of us grew up in the inner city, where some of us may have grown up in the suburbs, where some of us grew up in rural areas. So it has to do with, it could be where you live as far as where you live now, the environment you live in, how you get around locally, like do you take the bus, do you take the train, do you drive, do you have a car, do you walk to work, do you ride a motorcycle, a motor scooter, do you, that type of thing as well. But a lot of it has to do with creative expression, how you express yourself, the lifestyle you live. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Speaking of lifestyle, this is someone who's independent. This Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. So this is more so an energy of somebody who, they're very beautiful. This is someone who's very creative, because the Venus energy deals with creative energy as well. Able to express themselves creatively. Expresses things in a beautiful way. So you could be dealing with scenarios and situations where you have a lot of creative energy, a lot of creative ideas, but it may be difficult for you to articulate them, because Mercury, with the third house rather, it deals with communication and how you articulate your views and your ideas and your creative expression. So for some of you, it's like, okay, you have all these great ideas, but it's like, okay, how do I bring them into fruition? So we got the Eight of Wands energy here. The Temperance, major arcana of Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Major arcana of the Lovers, okay, which is Gemini energy. There we go. The Knight of Wands energy in reverse. And then the Ten of Pentacle energy in reverse. So I'm going to keep this short. I'm not going to make it too long, but I do want to get to the point of what you might be dealing with. So Neptune is the God in you, the higher self in you, right? It's also your creative imagination. It also has to deal with your psychic ability. So I feel like for some of you, you definitely want to write down your dreams, because your dreams could be giving you inspiration in reference to how to turn your dreams into reality. That's what the Neptune energy deals with. But when it's in retrograde, before we get to that, it also deals with illusions, things not appearing as to be what they really are, okay? So when Neptune's in retrograde, we take the rose-colored glasses off, which is why I have the thumbnail of a picture of rose-colored glasses being broken. So whatever illusions were there in reference to you expressing yourself or keeping you from expressing yourself, those barriers may be coming down now. So for example, you may be having dreams now. This is why it's very important. Your dreams may be more vivid than normal, or you may be able to remember a little bit more of them, more of the dream than you did before. Like maybe the only thing you can remember is how you felt. Now you might be remembering how you felt and, what was going on in the dream as well. So it's very important that you write down your dreams, because this is some of the ways that Neptune energy reveals things to us from our unconscious mind, because it rules the unconscious mind. And it's also the God in you, the highest high on a spiritual level within you. And so, maybe there's some things, a lot of us have things going on subconsciously in the highest of the high that we don't understand. And so when Neptune goes in retrogrades, a lot of that is being revealed to us, and the first way that it comes to us is through our dreams. And then we may have to write it down, and then we look at it and try to make sense of it, and then try to manifest it. So you want to tap into your manifestation energies, you definitely want to tap into Neptune. Excuse me. So I feel like this Eight of Wands is representing your downloads. The challenge is with the Sagittarius energy, because Sagittarius deals with your higher mind, the journey. I feel like you've been getting downloads, but you're not sure how to translate them into something that makes sense. With the Gemini energy, the Lovers is in reverse. It's like maybe the way that it's coming out, the way you're expressing yourself may be misunderstood, or somebody could be expressing themselves to you and you're not understanding. It could have been an illusion. So somebody could be coming off like, oh yeah, say you met somebody, right, and you're dating this person. They could be coming off as if they have a lifestyle that's very lavish. Let's just say, for a lack of, just to keep things simple, they could be coming off as like, oh well, my parents are from here and we have this, and then you may find out that that's not the case. Now you could have been getting downloads about this person or this situation or someone around you who's being um, they could be just downright being deceitful, deceptive. And maybe you weren't understanding it before. You weren't understanding why you were having these weird dreams. And so now you may understand it. And as a result, with the um, Knight of Wand energy in reverse here, you may realize that this person is not cracked up to who they said they were. They could have been doing it just to impress people, or trying to, make people think one way of them, to make them, make you think that they're better than, or you know how some people, they just lie because they're just so worried and so insecure about what other people are going to think about them. Well, this person is not who they proclaim to be, and you may find that out, you know. Uh, or it could be that someone may find that out about you. All right, that could be the case, Cappy. Uh, so I'm not sure, and I don't know why I called you Cappy. I usually call you Cap City, but at any rate, I guess that needed to come out. Now, this Ten of Pentacle energy here in reverse. For some of you, I feel like on a creative note, you've been getting downloads and you didn't understand it. Like, you've been getting dreams and you just didn't understand the dreams. It's very important that you write them down now, because Neptune is going to be in retrograde between now and December. Write them down now, because I feel like with this Ten of Pentacle energy in reverse and this Knight of Wand energy in reverse, it's like you have not been meditating on the thoughts and the dreams that you've been getting. You've not been writing them down, and you've not been meditating on them. These dreams and these downloads that you're getting can bring you some money. You'll be able to turn those ideas into something that you can manifest. But you gotta write it down. There's a process because you're a practical minded individual with Capricorn. You also want to look at where you have Mercury at. If you don't have Mercury in water, it may be it may even be more difficult for you to tap into that intuitive energy. So what you want to do now that Neptune is in retrograde, it's giving you a break. And Neptune is saying, hey, okay, I'm going to pull that stuff out of your subconscious mind I was trying to send to you in your dream. I'm going to send it a little bit more to you. I'm going to send it on the, more full throttle. So I want you to write this down because I want you to get this message. So that's basically what's going to be going on with you. So make sure you write down your dreams. Even if you only remember, damn, I was real cold in that dream. That's all I remember. I was cold and I was looking for a blanket. Whatever you remember, write it down. And at the end of the month, you may want to just look at what you wrote down and see if you can make sense of it. Some of you may need to write. Writing, some creative outlet or some creative expression where you're going to be able to take it and use your Capricorn energy and turn it into a money-making situation is at your feet right now. All right, you're going to be able to get financial independence. You're going to be able to make your own money, but you got to pay attention to these downloads that you're getting. So if there's anything going on, the challenge is balance. So if there's anything going on in your life that is an imbalance to you, where's Sagittarius at in your chart? Sagittarius is your 12th house. That's your subconscious mind. Okay, there we go. Dreams. Write down your dreams. If there's anything that you're doing that's keeping you from dreaming, like drinking a lot, smoking a lot, try to curtail that. I'm not telling you what to do, how to live your life, but try to curtail it. Or if you're gonna do anything, I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. But you wanna get rid of anything that's blocking you from being able to tap into your higher self. And I'm not gonna sit here and recommend anything because I don't know you as an individual. I don't know your chart. I don't know what's gonna work best for you. What may work for some people may be a killer to others. So you just want to see if you can figure out how you can tap into your higher self. Okay, if you're doing things during the day that are blocking you from tapping into your higher self, stop doing that if you can, or curtail it. I know alcohol, for one, doesn't work for anybody. I don't care who you are in reference to meditating. Alcohol does not work. Now, other things may work, okay? But any manufactured drugs don't work. So I'll just leave it at that, all right? Let's take a look and see what these top 5 cards are. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, you're almost at completions here. It's like you almost got it. It's like right there at your fingertips. The Ace of Swords, it's gonna come to you. You're gonna get that eureka in a moment. But you also need to write things down so that it comes to you. We got the Four of Wands. This is gonna bring you some peace. And for some of you with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, your partner is coming. Some of you, you're doing your thing independently and solo, but what's going to happen is you may be having some dreams, all right? You may be having some dreams. This is 10 of Swords here, all right? Something may be coming to the reality of a situation, and what may be happening is the universe may be trying to send you somebody. Somebody could be already around you, or maybe you need to change your lifestyle so that you can meet this person that you're supposed to meet. It could be either one of those. But the Lover's energy is in reverse. This is telling me that there could be some type of block because you could be currently dealing with someone that you're not supposed to be dealing with. Some of you need to be single so that you can meet the person you're supposed to meet. Some of you are dealing with someone who, their lifestyle does not mesh with yours. You need to find someone, or you need to connect with someone who has more of the similar lifestyle that you have. And some of you are in a relationship with someone where they have one view of life and the way that they want to live it, and you have a totally different view of life. And this is why you and this person don't get along. Now, it could be family members, it could be siblings as well, okay, because we're dealing with your third house, but it could just also be the environment that you surround yourself with, the environment that you're in, the types of people you hang around with, the lifestyle you choose to live. I feel like it's going against you. That could be where the imbalance is, because the challenge is getting balanced. So some of you could be having dreams and weird dreams, and you don't understand them. It could be because you're in an environment or around people that are blocking your energy. And so as a result, it's blocking your manifesting power with the Ten of Wands energy in reverse. Some of you, it just is a matter of going through a divorce or going through a separation so that you can be with someone who's evenly yoked with you. Because I do feel like some of you are in a relationship with someone who's not. This relationship ain't going nowhere. You go in one direction, they go in someplace else. There's not going to be any peace with you and this person. And I feel like if you're in a relationship with this person, Neptune retrograde is having you take off the rose-colored glasses so that you're able to see this. It's like, this person, you could be someone who's very ambitious, goal-oriented, and you work assiduously and fastidiously towards your goals, where you're dealing with someone who all they do when they barely keep a job, and if they do, all they do when they come home is just sit around and do nothing. Now, I'm not knocking anybody who sits around and does nothing. I'm saying that someone who comes home and sits around and does nothing is totally incompatible with someone who comes home and has some other things that they work on where they can try to leave a legacy and leave a foundation. You too, it's going to be difficult because this person may indirectly block your energy, which is what I'm feeling is going on. I feel like you're just unevenly yoked with somebody, right? And some of you know this, and some of you want your independence. Now, this could be a past scenario here where now in Neptune retrograde, you're looking back like, yeah, I should have never been with that person in the first place. It's unfortunate that we went through what we went through and that we split up. But now that we have, I see that this person wasn't meant for me anyway, right? And some of you, you could be dreaming about your independence. You may want to be single. Some of you are like, I'm better by myself. And so you're having a hard time communicating that with this person. That's what's going to bring you peace of mind, right? And then, you may meet someone later on who's evenly yoked with you. I feel like that's what some of you are going to do. But you have to come out of the situation that you're in the event that you are in a relationship and you find out between now and December that you and this person you're not evenly yoked, you're not spiritually aligned. The challenge here is that this is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius deals with your ideology in life, your spiritual and religious beliefs. the journey that you go on, as far as the lessons that you've learned, the journeys that you went on, and the wisdom you've obtained. You and this person are just, y'all not there. Or if you've come out of a relationship, you're reminiscing about this, and in retrospect, you're realizing, yeah, it was just a point, it just didn't work out. It's just not gonna work out. Or it didn't work out, and I'm glad I left it behind. For some of you, this person was blocking your this person was blocking your creativity, your Neptunian energy. And now that you're out of this relationship, you're gonna be able to, tap into your creative energy. Um, you know, it's interesting how, if we are around the wrong people or people that are not beneficial to us, or we're in karmic situations that we need to leave, the universe has a way of blocking our creativity, blocking our money, especially as earth signs. Blocking your creativity, it means blocking your money making potential. And so I tell the earth signs all the time, y'all already know. Y'all already know. If you are in a relationship with someone that you ain't supposed to be in a relationship with, or the relationship is over and you keep hanging on, what's eventually going to happen is it's going to block your money. Because you're supposed to naturally, and when you're in your highest of high, and your goodest of your highest of form, your godlike form, which is Neptune, your highest of high, your godlike form, this is automatically going to come to you. Automatically going to come to you. Well, if you're dabbling with people that you're not supposed to be, they're going to be blocking that creative energy. So you're not going to be getting those downloads, those dreams that come to you by the time you wake up. You're not going to remember anything to write anything down, or you're just not writing it down because, maybe this person has something to say about it. They don't have the same beliefs as you. Why are you writing that stuff down? That don't make no sense. Or they just getting in your way, so that the first thing that comes to mind, you trying to remember your dreams when you wake up in the morning, this person is in your face, or, you know what I mean? It's just distractions. I feel like there's a lot of distractions in the lifestyle that you were living, whether you were with somebody or whether you were just around people who just are not on the same page as you. Okay? So I feel like, with Neptune in retrograde in your third house, and with Pluto in your first house, you're going through a transformation. You're realizing, okay, I need to cut this out. I don't need to be dealing with that anymore. I've outgrown this. It's time for me to move on. Some of you are going through a very challenging time. And just understand that what don't kill you make you stronger. All right? So from now to the end of the year, you're going to start seeing, okay, in reference to expressing myself and my creativity, how do I articulate that? I should write more. I should write down things. In reference to your manifestations and your affirmations, try to write them down. Especially with the full moon, write down what you no longer need. With the new moon, I think the new moon is the 28th, the new moon in Leo. And Leo energy is your creative energy. Wherever Leo is in your chart, that's where your creative, unique, individual energy is. That childlike energy from where you're able to create and manifest. And then you also want to combine that with your Neptune retrograde energy, because Neptune is in retrograde to tell you, okay, what's blocking my creativity? What's blocking me from tapping into my highest spiritual high? What do I need to let go of? Because Neptune is all about releasing and letting go, so that you can get to that highest spiritual level, in which you're able to manifest whatever it is that you want by using your imagination, right? So this is what I got for you. This is something that you may be dealing with moving forward, Cap City, in reference to what's blocking your energy and what's blocking you from manifesting, and or what was blocking you from manifesting. All right, could be in the environment you live in. Some of you might just need to move. Maybe you live in a noisy ass city and you don't get a lot of sleep. Maybe some of you need to move to an area where there's a lot less traffic. Or it could just be a matter of moving off that block that you live on. Maybe you live on a block that's got a lot of traffic back and forth. You might live off of a highway, and it's just constant, nonstop traffic, and it may be interrupting your sleep. So, these are some things to pay attention to and to consider, your environment and your surroundings. What's keeping you from being productive? What's keeping you from using your imagination and tapping into your creative energy? And what's keeping you from articulating it, writing it down, expressing it, so that you're able to manifest from it? All right? That is what I got for you guys. Thank you for checking out the video. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below. I love the support that you guys continue to show to the channel. You guys are amazing. I love my Cap City crew. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Later.